Day 817. My name is Benjamin Tytler. I am most notably known as a composer. A job like nothing else. A man supposedly able to melt people's hearts with just a few scrambled dots on a page. The piano helps me speak when words are not enough. Emily, you're the only one who understood those unspoken words and what led you to capture my heart forever. When you're young, it's truly hard to understand what these feelings are when everything around you feels like a world of make-believe. Emily and I grew up together, told each other everything, spent every moment side by side. She was the best friend I could have ever wished for in my life. We spent many summers sitting under the old oak tree at the top of Potter's Lane. Hours spent talking, playing, creating rhymes under the summer's glare. How I miss being young when the world was so innocent and magical. I hit the time I had to go off to London and study. This meant I could only see my best friend at summer holidays. We stayed in contact though, letter after letter, updating our personal lives until they rolled into one, and we turned 21. Our friendship started to change. Not for the worse, just change. I'd spent so many months away studying. I was amazed that she still thought of me daily. I asked myself if it was the distance that was pushing us apart. At the end of term, I returned home. As I walked down the cobbled streets, our childhood memories together flashed in front of me and played out like a dream. As I walked past her house, I had a sudden urge to see her that second, to hold her and speak to her. The relevance of an individual doesn't really come to light until you've been apart for so long. Distance makes the heart grow stronger, but also gives the mind time to think for longer. As she opened the door, the eyes that looked back at me were different somehow, and the eyes that were laid upon her soft glowing skin were equally as divergent. I had this urge to tell her something I couldn't understand or easily decipher. My heart was always heavy when I thought of her, as if I was carrying a hidden secret, which grew heavier and heavier as each moment passed. My stomach felt like leaves torn from a tree in a freak gale, not knowing where they would land. After a brief welcome, I invited her to my family home later that day. Don't get me wrong, I was scared for some reason, but something told me to keep going. If only she had seen what a mess I was in getting ready. Who knew how tiresome it would be to do up a shirt when you're in a manic rush. When the time came, she arrived. And I sat her in her armchair. From years ago. Her armchair. From when we used to play grown-ups. I walked over, opened the piano, sat down, and started to play. This tune was different somehow, coming from nowhere. This was made up, not something half a page or something I had learned. It was flowing through me like water in a stream. When the tune finally came to an end, I looked up at her to see tears streaming down her perfect face. I didn't know why. She called me over and looked into my eyes. And that moment happened again. The world stopped My heart was racing. This time, we were fixated on each other. I looked into her glistening blue eyes and drew in with every palpitation. She then gently leaned in and said, through drying tears, "Benjamin, I love you too. I always have without knowing it. You are my biggest secret. You've been in front of my eyes all these years, yet it has taken this time to finally look at you. Benjamin, today is today, and tomorrow will be morning." And change was upon us, and that morning did come. An adventure soon followed. Emily was my best friend, is my best friend, and will be forevermore my darling wife. Now, let the audience in and let my music begin. Emily, my darling, have you seen my diary? Emily, I can't find it anywhere. Emily, my darling, have you seen my diary? It's okay, I found it. I don't know what I'd do without you. As a musician, you're always moving around. For a job that requires a lot of sitting alone and writing, I always ask myself why I never seem to sit still. My routine never changes. If it did, I think I would stop functioning. It's easy to slip into insanity if a schedule is not kept, to keep within the lines of reality. So, each day I rise at 6:30 every morning, wash, have breakfast, and get changed. Emily usually helps me to find something before I leave the house. Once found, I say to her, "I'm off now. I love you, beautiful. I'm not far away if you need me. Only a few notes." I leave the house, catch the 8:17 train to the smog-ridden streets of London. Memories of this journey conjured up images of me as a young lad, looking out the window, watching the world fly by, catching the train off to university. Oh, how the years have passed. I can still see it now. Cold classrooms, the wooden floors, my old piano tutor, Professor Regan. It's funny how these memories can really make you think. Think? What, boy? You must first feel the music before you can think about it. An author uses emotions to write stories. We use emotions to write stories with music. It's the same thing, Benjamin. You're merely choosing to look at it from one perspective. Open your eyes. Look at the bigger picture. A good musician is taught to be talented. The difference is, gifted musician, the talent comes from within. And it slowly comes from you as you grow and learn about yourself. Before you can run, you must first learn to walk. before you can run, you must first learn to walk. Walk to Daddy, that's my boy. Emily, Emily, come quick. William, he's up and he's walking. That's my boy. One foot in front of the other. Ah, I've got you. Emily and I decided to settle down. We didn't feel the need to talk about it, as everything was agreed naturally. That's when the Tytler family got a new arrival. William was born in July. A summer baby. July the 24th to be exact. The apple of his father's eye. You don't know how perfect life is until you've seen a set of eyes look up at you. Soft skin, rosy cheeks, like a fresh piece of parchment waiting to be taught the ways of the world. The scary thing is how quickly that boy would grow, that even I could not keep up with it. It was getting harder and harder to lift him for long durations. It was taking a toll on my lower back. Must be age catching up with me on something. Slip disc. All I can say is, it hurts. Okay, Mr. Tytler, tell me where it hurts. Here? No. Here. How about here? Ah! Well, luckily, it's not too serious. All you need is lots of rest and a prescription of tablets to be taken twice a day. Rest is not a word I would use. Oh, Mr. Tytler, better start using it soon or the symptoms will only get worse. Now, what's the problem? I have a composition to write. It's for a celebration of my work at the Royal Albert Hall. So, of course, I'll be working every day. Well, it should be fine, Mr. Tytler. Take the prescription at the right time. Should be okay for your engagement. This should help ease your burden. All I can say is, Mr. Tytler, good luck. With the evening arriving, I thought it best to sit down and write. My back was still giving me grief, but something told me to keep going. I had 3 weeks to write and orchestrate the closing piece to the evening. I'd also been informed that I was to be awarded for my outstanding contribution to music. Did I know that the entire evening would be dedicated to my work? Not just anywhere. The Royal Albert Hall. I couldn't be prouder. So as not to detract from my family, I took them down to Reculver. We stayed at a beautiful beachside house, just an eye shot from the sea. Oh, bugger. The ink seems to have run. Where was I? I decided to take the family down to the beach to relax. Oh, I love my family, my beautiful family. Emily, my darling, have you seen my speech? Emily, I can't find it anywhere. Emily, have you seen my speech? I found it. What would I do without you? It's time to end this nightmare. My lords, ladies and gentlemen, before this concert draws to a close, I would like to say a few words. Without your support over the years, this dream would never have come true. You have been by my side, offering me hope and strength along the way. I have been busy these last 817 days. My routine never changes. If it did, I think I would stop functioning. Stop functioning. Sorry. I don't know what came over me. It must be the nerves. It happens from time to time, you see. Don't go into the sea! I should have been there for you. The closing piece of tonight's concert will be titled, Tomorrow Will Be Mourning. I am mourning. There is never a last time to hear anything. This piece is dedicated to my beautiful wife and our loving son, William. William, where are you, my boy? Stand up, my child. I'm on stage. I'm about to perform. This is one of your favorites. And let the music start, right before I stop functioning completely. Day 818. My name is Benjamin Tytler. I am most notably known as a composer. My routine never changes. If it did, I would stop functioning. It's easy to be drawn into insanity if your schedule is not kept to keep within the lines of reality. It's the same, Benjamin. You're merely choosing to look at it from one perspective. Open your eyes. See the bigger picture. My routine never changes. If it did, I would stop functioning. It's easy to be drawn into insanity if a schedule is not kept to keep within the lines of reality. Does it hurt, Mr. Tytler? Yes! Yes! Must take the tablets, Mr. Tytler. Otherwise the symptoms will only get worse. I will only get worse. Stop! Stop! Don't let go. Please, don't let go.